bringing you a kid-friendly radio show. Every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock.
Hello and welcome to episode 37 of the Brit Kids Show with me, Ethan. Coming up on today's show, head-to-head with the best guests, the weekly watch list, and an interview with Joe Tasker, who is a YouTuber and CBBC presenter. To be honest, a lot has happened since the last show. The first thing that you might notice is behind me looks a little different. If you follow me on social media, especially Instagram, you'll already know this, but I've been living in my brother's room since he went off to uni because it's much bigger than my room that I'm in now. But now he's come back from uni for the summer, so I've had to move back into my old small room, So that is why things look a little bit different. Obviously, we don't have the LEDs behind me, but I've dug back out the spotlight to give a little bit of colour still to the background. And also, the lighting isn't as good because I have to have my light on, but then it does an orange thing. But we'll just have to deal with it for the summer. But I will be moving back into my brother's room in September. Then there is a little bit of a bigger thing that happened. So like 2 weeks ago, I went to school normal, and the Monday, and I went to school normal, and I found out the year above me got sent home due to a COVID breakout in my school. Then throughout the week, literally more and more people got sent home, so it felt like a matter of time. Then on Thursday, I got sent home, and I've been isolating for the second time since then. But from Saturday, I am now out of isolation. So basically, I've just been stuck at home for most of the last 2 weeks. So I've had to do all my work from home and all of that stuff. Also, if you haven't already followed my social media that we launched 2 weeks ago, last episode, at the Brit Kids Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, I'm posting a lot of behind the scenes on my Instagram stories just done before we started recording to see my setup. So check them out if you want to see more behind the scenes on Instagram. And I don't really know exactly what to post on Facebook or Twitter yet, so I'll be popping up a post on Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, so comment on that post and to say what you want to see there. I've also started posting small clips of the show so you can relive the show throughout the week when there's not a new episode. I will be posting them to Facebook, Instagram, and my newly launched platform, TikTok. Yes, I've gone over to TikTok, so if you want to check that out, it is at the Brit Kids Show on TikTok. The link is in the description down below. So now it is time for my interview with CBBC presenter and YouTuber Joe Tasker. So, welcome on the show, YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers and CBBC presenter. It's the one and only Joe Tasker. How are you doing today?
Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Ethan. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, if people watching don't know who you are, explain what you do and what your YouTube channel is about.
Certainly, yes. I do a mixture of many random and strange things. YouTube-wise, can be anything from vlogs to challenges to my own little twist on things. and anything on the telly on CBBC is Saturday Mashup or CBBC HQ, which is basically the links in between the CBBC shows, and it's all live and it's all unpredictable.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go right back now, and I did for this interview, I did some research and found out you went to Teesside University,
Yes.
which is near where I live, and
Okay.
so what did you study there, and what did you want to do after uni?
Wow. Okay. So yes, I studied a course called Performance for Live and Recorded Media. It's a bit of a mouthful. It basically means everything that's not singing and dancing. I wanted to do presenting, acting, comedy, stand-up, sitcoms, radio. I had my own radio show there at uni. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I just wanted it to be something daft or funny or entertaining, anything like that. So I did that for 3 years. Yeah, which was amazing. I really liked that. And it taught me how to do radio.
Yeah. And then why did you go on to decide to start your YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, that came about because after uni, it might have been the last year of uni, maybe a bit after university, I thought I'm going to go down the path of maybe I'm going to be auditioning for things and maybe I'm going to get a job and all this, that. And I thought, well, maybe I'll try do my own content for a bit. So I thought I'd upload a few funny videos. And I think it was actually on Facebook where I started. And I put all my videos on there, and then they started growing quicker than I thought on there. And then that evolved into YouTube and everything else I'm doing now.
Because I actually noticed that you've got more actual likes or followers on Facebook than you do YouTube,
Yeah.
which I was surprised about that. You've got about 700,000 on there, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a weird one. That I think that's where it all came from. Facebook. It changes a lot, Facebook, in terms of what video it favorites and things. But yeah, it all started on there, and that was growing by the hundreds and thousands, which I still find incredible. And I think YouTube allowed me to make longer videos and to be myself more. I think Facebook was maybe short sketches, a bit like TikTok is now.
Yeah. So was it scary uploading that first video, and how well did it do in like the first place?
Yeah, it was terrible. It's just one button you click and it uploads it. And I was thinking, what are people going to think? What's going on? But it was just me being silly. I think I pretended that my arm was stuck up there because I took so many selfies.
Yeah, it was the man addicted to selfies.
There you go.
Uploaded it on the 4th of August 2015.
That is so weird. It's 2015. But yeah, it went down really well for a first video. I mean, he's probably on a few more views now, but I think it gained a few thousand views. And to say it was my first one, I thought, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that mainly because you already had an audience on Facebook?
I think that helped. I think it definitely did help. But I think on Facebook, they just want to see what they want to see on Facebook. I don't think anyone's going over. Oh, a few probably did, but yeah, I think it's just because it was this crazy person from the north just running around. Aldi or something, I think.
Yeah. So when did your YouTube channel first take off, and how did that feel?
Oh, okay. I think it was a bit after that video, actually, maybe a year or so after. I feel like I've had a gradual growth. It was more like nothing big happened. I think it was over time, and then every so often videos might have done better than other videos. But no, it felt nice. It felt like a moment of, so people do want to see more. I think that was the only thing you think about when you upload your first videos is, what on earth is the reaction going to be? So that was nice.
So it wasn't one specific video that like went viral that started your growth. It was many different videos.
Yeah, I'd say it was a fair few, building up people's trust that I'm still going to upload them and do what I do. I'd say on Facebook there was definitely a few viral ones, and then on YouTube there might have been some more popular ones. Yeah.
So you're very good friends with Lee and Adam B, but how did you first get to know them? How did you first find them?
This is really weird. I am a really bad person at remembering how I meet my friends, but I'm pretty sure they were at a YouTube event, an online social media creator event. I know Adam was because he comes from Northern Ireland and he was at an event, so I definitely met him there. Lee, we lived quite close when I lived back in Leeds, and we would visit each other's houses to create our content together because there wasn't really many YouTubers or anyone around unless you went to London. So we either met by talking online or at an event. I'm going to go for the event though.
Okay. And what advice would you give someone who wanted to be a YouTuber?
Oh, okay. This is going to sound cliche, but you just have to upload something to start with. You might be thinking about it for a while. You might think, oh, I might film something next week, and I'm not sure. If you just put it out there, it'll make you and want you to make more, and you'll see the good reaction as well. And it lets you just be more and more creative. As soon as you upload your first video, all your ideas will start flowing after that. That's what happened with me.
Okay. So how did you get your let's move on to your TV journey now.
Yeah.
So how did you get your job on CBBC HQ in November of 2019? Because that was your first job on TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my first job. I had responsibility. I was on CBC with Lee a few times as a guest. I think the first time I played the guitar and sung terribly, which was the entertainment value there. And I think from that they just invited me back a few times. And I think they were testing me out a bit, because a few times I'd have more lines to learn, or maybe I'd be by myself. And I think I was more of a guest presenter for a bit. And I think I proved myself, and they wanted me on for a bit longer. I think it just escalated from that, really. And plus, it's so much fun. I cannot express how much fun I have doing that. Like, it's different every single time.
It's just like messing around, isn't it, really, on camera?
Yeah.
And how did it feel from filming yourself and posting it on YouTube to having a whole production crew and massive cinema cameras?
Yes, that's a change. You used to just holding the camera up yourself and then edit everything yourself. But it's not, especially within the CBBC, all the crews and everyone that you work with, they're all there because they're so passionate about what they're creating, and it's so fun. I've had a few experiences before with crews. I've done a little extra work or things on sets, but when it's different when they're all pointing at you and they want you to, like, you need to speak now. So yeah, that was a bit different, but it's so fun. I secretly just love it. I just love it. All the cameras.
I've actually done one extra job. I was a person in the background on Dumping Ground
Oh
on
yes.
CBBC.
Oh, being a person in the background, you're on the sheet there. You're in the
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So then you went on to actually present a show, like a fully fledged show on CBBC, Saturday Mashup. So how did that come about? How did that move over from CBBC HQ to Saturday Mashup happen?
Yeah, that was a scary move. So that was only a month or two after I started anything on TV. And there was a few auditions. So I stood in a room and pretended I was presenting the show in front of two people. That was quite funny. And then after that, there was another audition for loads of people. We get paired up with different people. And then myself and Harps were paired up. However, they were short of time on the day. So me and Harps didn't really get a chance to speak. We just went straight in and started auditioning on front of the camera. So they must have liked what they saw. So there was only a month or two after. And I think it's because they were keeping an eye on me in my HQ links and things. I think they were seeing what I was all about, and I think they just liked it. Yeah.
Then your first series of Saturday Mashup started in February of 2020. Then obviously a month after you started the show, COVID hit, and then you had to presenting the show on from your home. And so how was that, like, just feeling like you're getting into the routine of it, then having to do, like, relearn and do the whole show from home?
Wow, that is weird. It was a month or so, wasn't it? I think it was a month to 2 months after we went straight into home filming, which is odd because it feels like we were doing it for a few months because the shows are so big and so jam-packed. We must have done at least 4 or 5 live shows. So it was tricky to start that and then boom, you're at home and you do it on your laptop and it's all a bit different. So it was a bit tricky, but it was weird. You didn't get the same feeling, of course, being live in the studio with an audience, actually being there. But it was the best feeling was knowing that we can carry on the show. That was really good because with different shows, maybe not continuing, our show carried on. And it was still fun. We changed from having interviews in the studio to interviewing celebrities on the toilets. So I was
Yeah,
happy.
I saw some of them
Yeah,
clips of that.
I was happy.
And how is it different in presenting in between shows to presenting a show?
Oh, that's a good question. So in between shows, I'd say I'd treat that as like you're a DJ introducing what's coming up next, what's just been. However, you've only got a few minutes, so you want to put in as many games and silliness, and like we zoom up viewers, we call them, we have all kinds of things happening. So that's fun, and you do about 6 or 7, I'd say at least, of just quick minutes of them, and then you get a little bit of a break. You learn your next bit, and then you do that one. Whereas the 2.5-hour live Saturday mashup is that times a million, because you are non-stop from 9 a.m. to 11:30. So I'd say they're both very exhilarating. However, Saturday mashup you are constantly on, which is nice. And the links, I think the links is a bit more. It's still as crazy. It's a bit more laid back, because I think you're with the audience and you're about to watch coming up next together and things like that. Yeah, it's really cool.
And how is it like interviewing and messing around live on TV with all big stars?
Oh, I love it. It's the best thing, especially on Saturday Mashup, because all the celebrities, they're probably used to all the serious interviews and all the normal questions, and then we bring them on, ask them a series of questions, and chuck buckets of slime in the face if they get it wrong. So, it's the best thing ever.
Yeah. How is it feeling? How does it feel like to just throw a bucket of slime in someone's face?
It's amazing, Ethan. You really should try it sometime with their permission.
Yeah.
When I first did it, it was everyone goes on about I've got a really good knack for it. So it's like you chuck a bucket of water over a car when you finish washing it, but it's so heavy that it really does hit them in the face.
And what is the best and worst thing about presenting live TV?
Oh, okay. If I haven't already mentioned it yet, the best thing is that you're live with everyone at home watching it. You're all on the same page. It's happening as you watch it, and you don't know what's going to happen. Anything could actually happen, and I think that's quite fun and exciting for both sides, because we're in it together. Like, if something goes wrong, it's brilliant. But I'm trying to think of something that I could answer as the worst thing. I guess it would be that the show stops, and then I have to wait a week before I do it again. I don't know. I'm very impatient. I'd like to do it every day if I could, but yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, best thing is that it's live.
And yeah, and how does it feel of when you're just about to go on air like 5 minutes before?
Oh, well, what's weird is, so that's at 9 a.m. on Saturday, and I'd say at 8:45, 10 to 9, we do the tiniest little rehearsal of just the beginning. So we are actually busy up to the point we're live, and then we've got a few minutes, we get into position, and that's when you realise, we're about to go on telly, we're about to do it, and you haven't had a chance to think about it. It's very exciting, and I'd say when I first started, I got lots of butterflies, and now there's a few butterflies, but I'm just thinking about what I'm about to do, because I've got to remember about 2.5 hours worth of things. But it's just, it's the best feeling. Everyone's ready, and it's really fun.
And do you think that you and Adam B are a new wave of YouTubers going on TV or becoming presenters on TV? And do you think we're going to see more of that?
Do you know what? Me and Adam do speak about this, and I think I hope so. That's amazing, but I think it's so different from being in the comfort of your own house and recording your own videos, knowing what you're about to put out there and edit, and then having it's essentially getting a job. It's having a job of other people then doing that. And if I'm trying to do both and everything, and more TikToks and everything, so it's very time consuming, but I absolutely love everything. So I can't just choose one. But for different YouTubers, it depends what different path they want to take. But I hope so. I hope there's more that join us.
And also, like, what is your main thing these days? Is it TV? Is it YouTube? Is YouTube more of a hobby now, rather than a job now for you, or what?
I think I'm trying to keep everything at it, so it's all the same to me in my zone. If I go to Media City, that's all the TV things. Then as soon as I come home, I'm back to YouTube and everything else. So I'm trying to split it across the week. every week. But like I've mentioned, I can't pick what I want to do the most, so I just try to do everything, which means you're constantly tired, but it's very nice.
And the final question, what advice would you give me about becoming a TV presenter?
I think you're already there and ready, Ethan. I think just
Thank
don't
you.
stop. You are most, don't even think about maybe it's not for me, maybe I should stop. If that maybe, well, as you carry on down the years, maybe you think something else in TV, but presenting, as long as you're doing this and you're doing other things and trying a bit of everything, that's all I'd say, is just try a bit of everything.
Well, thank you. And also, while you're here, I've got a bit of a stick actually with Adam, your friend.
Right.
I emailed him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then he didn't get back to me about coming on my show.
Join the club. I'll bug him. I'll bug him.
Okay.
I'll let him
Okay.
know. Did Claudia get back? Did you get in touch with
No,
Claudia?
I did. I
wouldn't even
emailed
know.
her team. I tweeted her. I did everything, and she didn't.
Busy people, you see. I'd keep at it. I was gonna say, I'm glad I'm here though before Claudia. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Have a brilliant week, and I can't wait to see you. See you, bye.
Okay, bye. So hopefully you enjoyed my interview with Joe Tasker, but I do want to say a massive thank you to Joe for taking time out of his busy day and his agent for helping me schedule the interview. If you want to see more of Joe Tasker, all of his links to his social media and the TV show he presents are down in the description down below. So now it is time for the weekly watch list. This week's submission to join the watch list is News of the World. It is about a man who travels all over the US to read news when he crosses his path with a 10-year-old girl who has been taken away from her family. They travel together, but I'm not going to tell you anymore. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's a really touching, and I suggest the watch. So it is available on Netflix, so if you want to check that out, the link is down in the description down below. If you have a TV show or film that you'd like to nominate for the watch list, you can leave it in the comments down below. Email me at thebrickishow@gmail.com or message me on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. So now it is time for Head to Head, the best guess. Welcome to Head to Head, the best guess. Let's welcome on our contestants today. Let's welcome on Ellen. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And how confident are you that you're going to win this game today?
Definitely.
Okay, good enthusiasm. So Tom, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing good. And how confident are you that you will win the game today?
Out of 10, probably a 7.
Pretty
Not too
decent,
confident.
Okay, so let's get into the game. So this week's topic is Guess the Ad. So basically, I'll explain it to you. The rules are there are two people going head to head. There are 10 5-second clips of adverts. You have to guess what brand the advert is for. I will tell the answers after each question, and the person with the most questions right will win. So let's get started. What brand is this advert for? Okay, so what brand is this advert for? Tom, do you have your answer?
Yes.
Okay, so hold your answers up to the camera now.
Hey.
Okay, Ellen is correct with
Yay, thank you.
McDonald's. Okay, so Ellen has got a
I never
1-up
would've got that.
lead on Tom, but AA is a pretty decent guess. as well. So, okay, let's go on. What brand is this for?
Loving his reliable network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish connection.
So, put your answers down now. Oh, you're eager. Eager, Tom. Very eager.
Very eager. EE, I think.
What
Yeah.
do you think, Helen? Yes,
I added
okay.
phone network to the end. I don't know if I had to be that specific, but
You are both correct with EE, and Ellen is still winning with 1 point ahead. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So, what brand is this advert for?
What the?
Okay, what brand is this advert for? There's a little tiny clue at the end of the clip, but you might not get it. I don't know. So, show your answers up to the camera now. So you've
Weetabix.
both got Weetabix.
yeah.
You are
Yeah.
both correct with Weetabix, but Ellen is still winning with 1 point up on Tom. Okay, Tom, you have to get it back, and Tom, you have to get one right that Ellen doesn't get right. So you need to know your advert knowledge to get to win this or draw this, either one. Okay, so what brand is this for?
There's big differences, small differences, leave and remain kind of differences.
Okay, so what brand is this for? Okay, do you both have your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, show your answers up to the camera now. Oh, Ellen is correct with McCain. It sadly wasn't
I couldn't spell it,
NHS. But I know, Tom, you're falling behind here, Tom.
I can't remember that one.
Oh,
No.
Tom. Ellen is now 2 points ahead with 4, and Tom with 2. Okay, so what brand is this advert for?
You had them right.
I didn't want you to feel left out.
Okay. So, what brand is this advert for? Tom looking at the bottom text there eagerly
Yeah.
to see what it is. But I'm not oh no, I have left in a clue. Oh no.
I can't see it.
I thought there wasn't any clues there, but there was.
I literally can't see it.
Okay. So, do you have your answers?
Yeah.
Tom, do you have your answer?
I'm completely guessing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, show your answers to the camera now.
Virgin.
Okay, Tom, will I give this to you?
What was it?
I think I will. Virgin Media.
Oh, it was Virgin.
Sadly, Ellen didn't get the point, but Tom, you're getting back. You're getting back. Only one more point you need to draw with Ellen. It did say at the bottom of the page that I paused it on. Look, it says www.virginmedia.com. I didn't even notice that when I was editing, but okay. So let's move on to the next question. So, what brand is this advert for?
Here's a question. Do you have a dry scalp? I'm not flirting. It's a genuine question.
Okay, what brand is this advert for with the lovely Claudia Winkleman? So, okay, do you have both of your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, so, show your answers to the camera now.
Head and Shoulders shampoo.
Yeah.
And you've got that as well, Ellen. You are both correct. It is Head and Shoulders. But Ellen is still one up with 5 points, and Tom is one behind with not 1 point, 4 points. Okay, so what brand is this advert for?
You're in London. I see you. Let's see what you've got today. David.
Okay, so what brand is this advert for? Okay, do you both have your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, show your answers to the camera now.
I've got this completely wrong. E-fitness.
Oh, sadly that isn't it, Tom. But
Yeah.
But Ellen got it right with Peloton and
Yeah.
has gained a now 2 lead up on Tom. Okay, it did say Peloton on the thing when I paused the advert again. I'm giving you a lot of clues in this quiz. But let's move on. I think this is the second last. Yeah, this is the second last advert. So, what brand is this for?
Every day, every week, chicken wings to the crib. I'm sitting in burger in the low. Hope they put the pickle in.
Okay, what brand is this advert for? Okay, do you have your answers? Okay, show your answers to the camera now. Oh, and sadly, Tom, you've missed out again. And Ellen is correct. It was Just Eat. Because it's like, did somebody say, Just Eat?
Oh, yeah.
See?
Why did I not remember that?
It's good old Snoop Dogg. Okay, so Ellen has got a 3 lead score with 7 points, and Tom is behind with 4. And I hate to break it to you, Tom. You can't get it back now. There's only one question left, but you're still going to have to do it. But I know, Tom, it's sad. But what brand is this advert for?
What you're made of. Don't just tell them. Show them.
Okay, do you both have your answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so show your answers to the camera now. So what's yours, Ellen?
Like Gillette razor.
Okay, and Tom, yours is a question mark. Very good brand. I really like the question mark brand, isn't it? Very interesting. Okay, so Ellen, you are correct again. Yes, it was Gillette. I think that's what you call it. So you've now got 4 up on Tom. Let's go on to the final question. So, what brand is this advert for?
I've had meat and two veg every day of my life. I like meat and two veg.
Okay, so what brand is this advert for?
I've seen all of these adverts, but I don't know what they're for.
Okay, do you both have your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, show your answers to the camera now. Okay, Tom is in there with an interesting guess. Farming, is that Tom?
Farming, yes.
Okay, and Ellen is in there with corn. She is correct yet again. She must watch a lot of TV, and watch a lot of adverts. Or you could just watch adverts. I don't know what you do with your spare time. You might just watch.
I watched This Morning in the mornings, and there are a lot of ad breaks in that. So
there is ITV. The bad thing about ITV. Good thing about BBC. No adverts.
No ads.
So the winner is Ellen with a landslide. Not a landslide, really. But with, I think it was 5 up on Tom with a score of 9. Well done, Ellen. How do you feel about winning?
Thank you. It's great. It just proves that there is an upside to watching the ads, because everyone tells me that, you know, you should just switch off the ads, you know, flick over when they come on. But no, clearly it did pay off.
Yes. And Tom, how do you feel about losing?
I feel very proud, actually. I thought I was going to be 10 behind, not 5.
Yeah,
so
you got 4, which is a very, very good score, to be honest. Okay, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. So, well done to Ellen for winning head-to-head the best guess. She has a really, really good knowledge of adverts. If you want the chance to come on head-to-head the best guess, you can email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com or message me on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. Sadly, that is all we have time for in today's episode. We will be back on the 24th of July on audio and the 25th of July on video for the summer special. I know, the summer special of the show. It will be the summer holidays then, so I will be very excited about that, with an interesting interview, the weekly watch list, and head-to-head the best guess. Please share this video with your friends and family. Like, comment, listen to last week's episode if you haven't already listened to this show until the end. Email me, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe, because we are trying to get to 200 subscribers, or follow, favorite, or whatever your listening platform does. It really, really does help out. In the meantime, if you have any suggestions to make the show better, or if you want to talk on the show, or if you have a TV show or film that you'd like to nominate for the watch list, or if you want the chance to compete in head-to-head the best guess, comment below, message me on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, or email me at thebritkidshow@gmail.com. So that is all we have time for this week. We will be back on the 24th of July on audio and the 25th of July on video at the same time, but for now, goodbye.
Bringing you a kid-friendly radio show every Saturday afternoon on YouTube. Broadcasting live at 1 o'clock. Broadcasting